Now, this time we're going to be using SPSS to calculate an analysis of variance. And in order to calculate an analysis of variance, which is the differences between means for two or more groups, we need to be able to have a dependent variable. In this case, we're going to select salary. And for my independent variable, I happen to have major. And it looks like we have at least three majors. In fact, let's see, let's go to value labels, and you can see that I have values between 1 and 3. Now remember that value labels let me toggle between text and numbers. So anyway, we're going to go to analyze, compare means, and notice that at the very bottom of this menu we have the option for Oneway ANOVA. So as we said before, we need to provide a dependent variable and a factor or an independent variable. So once that I have my factor and my dependent list, I'm going to click on OK, and I get the result of my ANOVA. Now remember that we said that one problem with ANOVA is that it's an omnibus test, which basically means that all I get to know when I run an ANOVA is that I have a significant difference, like in this case I do, but I don't really know which one of the salaries is different for the different majors. So if I really want to be able to know that, I need to go back to analyze. We're going to go back to compare means, Oneway ANOVA, and notice that here I have an option for what is called post hoc. And so I can ask, for example, for LSD, which stands for least significant difference, and I'm going to also ask for a Bonferroni, which is the post hoc that we learned in class. And now I'm going to click on OK. I basically will get the same table again. Notice that it's the same table, but in addition to that, I'm going to get this table, which allows me to determine what groups seem to be different. So notice that here I have one set of outputs for LSD and one for Bonferroni. And notice that I have here one college major, education, and arts and sciences and business. So what this combination is going to be doing for me is that it's going to compare education versus arts and sciences, and it's going to tell me if that value is significant. You can see here that that difference is not significant, but when I compare education versus business, I have that the value is significant. So what it's basically saying is that there is a significant difference between the salaries for education and business. Now let's see what happens between arts and sciences and business. Once more, you can see that I have a significant difference between the arts and sciences and the business starting salary. Now this is for LSD, and we can also estimate if there is a significant difference when we use a more conservative criterion like the Bonferroni correction. Once more, we can make a comparison between education and business, and you can see that once more we have a significant difference, although it's not as significant as the one that we had before. And the same thing goes for the difference between business and arts and sciences. You can see that we also have a significant difference, although in this case it's not nearly as significant as what we had before. Now we could create a chart to see what happens. So let's go to the chart builder, and I'm going to be selecting a bar, and I'm going to be using my salary on the y-axis and the major on the x-axis, and I'm going to be asking for the mean. And so with that, I can just click on that, and here you go. You can see that there is a difference with business having the highest starting salary, followed by arts and sciences, and education has the lowest salary of the three majors.